Good afternoon. We are Winest and we are very happy to be here. Now, let's say you are looking for an amazing wine. And here is an offer for you. Chateau Petrus 2010, $3,600. It is actually one of the best wine in the world. But where this particular bottle has been so far? Well, if it has always been here, properly stored.
So I'm very, very sorry to interrupt. We're having AV issues.
We don't see your slides.
We're very sorry to interrupt.
You're not sharing, or we don't see your slides.
He's working on the slides now. Can
Perfect.
You see them?
Better.
All right.
We can, huh?
I will start
Yes.
over.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You have 10 minutes. Go.
Okay, good afternoon again. So, let's assume you are looking for an amazing wine. And here I have an offer for you. Chateau Petrus 2010, $3,600. It is actually one of the best wine in the world. But where this particular bottle here has been so far? Well, if it has always been here properly stored, you are going to experience something extraordinary. But if at any point of time it has been here, stored at room temperature, well, instead of a Petrus, this bottle will just taste like a cheap barefoot wine. Good. And this is the problem. Consumers face high risk when they buy a bottle because storage condition can affect wine quality and because risk of counterfeiting is high. For the distributor, the problem is the same. Without this information, they put their reputation at stake in every transaction. And wineries are powerless to protect their own good through the distribution channel. So today, consumers try to reduce this risk by using a network of trusted distributors who charge them 10% premium. We will start with the premium wine market, where bottles are sold above $120 when they leave the winery. In this market, the willingness to pay for quality assurance represents an opportunity of 500 million. This opportunity will become billions when Winest will extend into fine and high-end wine.
We are taking advantage of this opportunity by giving each bottle an identity. The Winest tracking device attaches on top of the bottle and allows us to track bottles, each one individually. Winest has a seal cap. When the seal cap is removed, it detects consumption of the bottle. It monitors and transmits critical conditions about the bottle, including temperature, humidity, light. And it further reduces counterfeiting by tracking the location of the bottle. And this device lasts for 20 years with its original battery. The battery is easily and securely removed, similar to the SIM card on your phone. After 20 years, only 10% of the bottles from a vintage remain unconsumed, at which point you can quickly replace the battery. And authentication is also very easy. You simply scan the secure unique ID on a bottle and using your mobile phone. All data is encrypted, and all transmission is asymmetrically encrypted from end to end. Winest gives confidence to the buyer and credibility to the seller. After scanning the unique ID, you can access the wine bottle's e-certificate. The e-certificate contains detailed information on the bottle. This information is both historical as well as current. Winest provides assurance to the bottle's provenance and storage history. Winest also gives wineries more control over their brand by providing analytics. The analytics provide wineries with information on current market demand and supply over their individual provenance or individual vintages. And wineries can also have a better understanding of who their customers are, as well as their distribution channels.
So how do we make money? We'll generate revenue through 3 streams. First, we sell a tracker to wineries. Second, we charge a subscription fee to wineries and later distributors and consumers for the data services we provide. Third, we charge for the e-certificate, which is typically bought by distributors and then sold on to consumers. To drive adoption, during the first years, we'll sell tracker and subscription to the wineries at cost. We'll subsequently raise prices as we gain traction. Everything starts at the winery. Initially, we'll focus on premium wineries that produce bottles above $120. Premium wineries are concentrated in only a few regions around the globe because of unique soil and climate conditions. We'll start with the Bordeaux region because it is by far the largest premium wine region on this planet, with about 60 premium wineries. They represent over 25% of global production. Furthermore, Bordeaux is also Paul's hometown, and we have a lot of connections with winemakers and distributors. With Bordeaux, we'll have a solid foundation from which to expand internationally. We work with the known and trusted distributors to promote Winest to their customers. The final distributors also have an incentive to convert the end consumer into Winest user. A retailer, for example, benefits from consumption data and additional marketing channel through Winest. And of course, there are other marketing avenues, such as events organized by wineries and partnerships with fine dining restaurants. And even the bottle itself is a marketing tool because you can see the tracker on it. There are other companies trying to fill that gap. But only 2 manage to address the pain points by providing bottle level information, storage monitoring, and counterfeiting protection. However, they follow a highly manual process and are only able to serve a tiny share of premium wine consumers. Ficofi, for example, has only 240 members whom he charges 10,000 euros a year. Winest solves the problem for all premium wine consumers. To get started, we need 50K to build a prototype and file the patents. We'll then raise a seed round to develop the software and run our pilot. This enables us to sign our first winery in 2018 and subsequently raise our Series A to ramp up manufacturing and launch the product. Within 4 years, we reach an EBITDA of $4 million. And this is a conservative scenario because we assume not even a 10% market share of premium wine in the Bordeaux region only.
This type of solution will be here tomorrow, no matter what. And we are going to make this happen. We have what it takes because we have a deep understanding and knowledge of the wine market, as well as the necessary connection. We have expertise in data analytics, and we have deep know-how in global strategy and digital transformation. And above all, we are passionate and excited about leveraging new technology to provide new services to customers. Our team is supported by a strong advisory board who include experienced entrepreneurs, experts in the wine industry, and experts in semiconductor and IoT solutions. Yep. Yeah. So fine wine is actually just a beginning. Our vision is to provide solutions to give confidence to consumers of any kind of fine goods. We want to give them an access to goods they can trust. Thank you.
First question in Fontainebleau.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah, it's soft, but we can hear you.
So, as I am from Accenture, sorry, it will be a technological question first. But so, what would be the back-end technology behind your solution? And did you? So that's the first question. And the second one is, with whom did you validate the technology?
The clock is ticking.
Is it clear for you? For me, like, okay.
Sorry, yeah. So we validated this technology with vendors. So for instance, with Sigfox, that actually provide this LP WAN environment and that has rolled out components before. We've also validated this technology with another engineer. He's an INSEAD alum and works in semiconductors here in Singapore. Happy to share the contacts. And we have on our advisory board, Dan Duong, and he's also a CTO for an IoT company that works with exactly such devices that have to be powered for a long time. In regards to your first question, in terms of the back end, now this is a very broad question. Of course, I think one is the basic layer of the cloud technology. There are widespread solutions available, such as, for instance, Amazon Web Services. And of course, on that, you can then build the different layers of the data analytics and so forth. I don't know if that answers your question.
Question in Singapore? Will?
Sure, yeah, no, I like it. I'm sure you can make the technology work. Not all parts of the world have something like Sigfox, right? So I guess you're only focusing on France, is that right?
So
if the wine bottle is stored in Singapore, there's no way for your equipment to speak to any network, right?
So I appreciate your concern. Sigfox today is already available in 30 countries. So what they do is they work with partners, with local partners. For instance, in Singapore, they have a working network. By next year, they're already going to 60 countries. So I think this is a fastly expanding environment.
Okay.
Question in Fontainebleau?
Just a practical question. Are you relying on internet to be available in wine cellars, or tell me how that works? Is the data available to be captured asynchronously or without access to the internet? How does that sensor work?
Sure. Again, I think it's a fair concern because in some cellars that become very deep, the network will not be available. And for that reason, we include a memory storage on the device. Now that will record all the measurements throughout the time, and once the device reaches again connectivity, it can transmit it accordingly. We're also thinking of working with professional sellers to install a local router in the cellar to guarantee that constant connectivity.
So my concern is adoption rate. You need to pay $5 or €5, I don't know, $5 per bottle. It's a lot. So why would people make the investment? Why would your solution be the winner, and why would people adopt your solution over the others? What are you doing to make this happen?
I think there are different sides to the story. I think one is the winery and the distributor, and we've spoken about that. I don't know if your concern is towards the end user, why he would want to adopt, or...
Yeah, everybody, the whole chain. I mean, you have some competition. You may have a better technology solution. Maybe yes, maybe no. But the game in the end is financial. And so, why would people make the investment, and why would they go for you?
Okay, there is we mentioned like strong work with a non-distributor. So let me give you a quick feedback on non-distributor. It's what we call in France négociant. So they are in charge of just delivering all the production from the winery to any place in the world. They have a kind of strong power over the other distributors, and they need to ensure that all the distributors are working properly. So our solution is giving them the opportunity to recognize the good worker, let's say, and the bad worker, and so give more volume to good workers and maybe disregard the bad workers. Now, why the consumer at the end of the day is going to buy from the distributor? So actually there is two things. Either the distributor can just give the certificate that he bought, just because it's going to make his sales easier, it's going to give confidence to the buyer, or just the consumer can desire to buy it because he's planning to sell back his bottle, or and we monitor as well. We monitor as well their bottle throughout the life.
All right, that's time. Thank you very much.